Obama dropped a nuke on Democrats. Schumershutdown, but there's one huge catch by Robert Rich, Politics US News from AdWorldNews.com. Late Friday, our government was thrust into what's being called the Schumershutdown after Democrats put the interest of illegals before the well-being of Americans. In a shocking twist, Democrats just got ripped apart by former President Barack Obama in a clip that just recently resurfaced. Unfortunately for them, it all centers around their part in the government shutdown, but there's one huge catch. You have to see it to believe. Democrats are catching hell from all sides, with even the liberal media and their own base saying the government shutdown is completely and entirely the fault of Democratic lawmakers. It's kind of hard to argue otherwise, sadly. It doesn't look like there is an end in sight at this point in time. Be that as it may, things just got a lot worse for the left after a clip of former President Barack Obama just resurfaced. As it turns out, the former president ripped into the government shutdown, but there's actually a huge catch. The clip is from 2013 when he was scolding Republicans for the government shutdown during his presidency. But it certainly applies to the current situation today and what the Democrats are doing. As BizPac Review reports, Obama's speech from 2013, Shutdown drops a nuke on Schumershutdown. Even better yet, it hits on the same exact topics that are relevant to today's events, such as immigration reform. However, the biggest problem for the left is that everything he yelled at Republicans for back then applies directly to Democrats today. Can you imagine? You don't like a particular policy or a particular president, then argue for your position.
So let's work together to make government work better, instead of treating it like an enemy or purposely making it work worse. That's not what the founders of this nation envisioned when they gave us the gift of self-government. You don't like a particular policy or a particular president? Then argue for your position. Go out there and win an election. Push to change it. But don't break it. Don't break what our predecessors spent over 2 centuries building. That's not being faithful to what this country's about.
You gotta be kidding. You gotta be kidding. What a liar. What a liar. Now, essentially, he said there are no winners here. These last few weeks have inflicted completely unnecessary damage to our economy. Don't break what our predecessors spent over 2 centuries building. Wow, like really? What? Like, you can fall for it, right? And previously in 2010, he smugly told Senator John McCain that the election is over. Wow.
Remove all the special deals for the special interests and favored few, and treat all Americans the same under provisions of the law so that they will know that geography does not dictate what kind of health care they would receive. I thank you, Mr. President.
Let me just make this point, John, because we're not campaigning anymore. The election's over.
I remind that every
day. We can spend the remainder of the time with our respective talking points going back and forth. We were supposed to be talking about insurance.
Wow. Did you? And he had an attitude to McCain. Did you see that? An arrogance. And look at McCain caving like a weasel that he was. Well, now that the shoe is on the other foot, we've all seen how well this same sentiment is going over for President Donald Trump. Furthermore, how do you think Democrats would react if Trump told them that he won the election and that they better get over it and do things according to his wishes? What do you think the liberals of America would do? I think we'd see riots again. I could care less. Indeed, there would be yet another national hissy fit, and this really just goes to show the hypocrisy of the left. Not only do these people expect and demand things to a certain way, to go a certain way when they're in charge, but they do the same things they accused Republicans of when the situation was reversed. Currently, Democrats aren't looking too good, considering the fact that nearly everyone is blaming them for what happened. Making matters worse for them when you show exactly how you would like to be treated when in a position of authority, only to turn around and do exactly what you once condemned. Well, that isn't a good color on anyone. The left has some serious self-reflecting to do, but the main thing here is that former President Barack Obama eventually got what he wanted out of the government shutdown standoff. My guess is President Donald Trump will too. It's just a shame that the hypocritical left has to hold this country hostage while they try to make a point. What a sad day for America. Luckily, we can change all that with midterm elections fastly approaching this year. It's time America tells the Democrats, never again will you put illegals before those you are supposed to serve, because they won't be serving. They'll be voted out. Absolutely, even though the shutdown is now temporarily over. But this was very interesting the way he spoke. Like in the first video, he seemed like, you could be taken in by him. And in the second, you saw like he really said like, I'm the boss now. You see what I'm saying? I don't know. But they are hypocrites, and two-faced, and I should say demons, that's what I say. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.